Hi, this is Gary, HD7100, KC9RUB, and this is my Marr Colton trap set mounted. It's been operational actually for some time, but I noticed that I had not made a part 2. The part 1 was showing what I acquired, and now here it is all fixed up and operational within the organ. And you can see that if you watched part 1 video, the first one, you can see I made some decisions to change some things I had originally planned to have done. I'll get into that in just a second. Here's a little bit more up close and personal investigation of the Marr Colton trap set, as close as I could get. The changes are, you remember I thought I was going to put a tap symbol here where the mistake was made, and this crazy looking bird whistle had been stuck. A friend of mine, Dwayne, had beautifully crafted this pneumatic to play this triangle, which works very nice. Under wind pressure it plays beautifully every time. Everything else is original except rebuilt. It's all the pneumatics have been recovered. The only thing I didn't rebuild was the inside primary leathers, which were in good condition. You can see that if I don't think I have enough light here, but you can see the magnets I mounted underneath. Those were the additions that the skilled person put in. They're back in, and they operate. You can't see it right now, but above is a Acme siren for one blowhole, and then the other one, instead of a bird whistle, I have this neat little brass train whistle. And that train whistle was given to me in the early 1980s. My friend Doug gave that to me. I had a Kilgan theater organ then, and I was going to put it in the organ. Well, that never happened. Well, here it is. This is February in 2011, and there is the brass whistle that he gave me. So I think Doug will be rather pleased to see that good uses have been made out of it, and it plays beautifully. Now here's the reason why I put the triangle on the Marr Colton trap set instead of the tap symbol. Here you're looking at a Wurlitzer tap symbol mounted from my ceiling. It plays beautifully. As a tap cymbal sounds, it doesn't sound as good as a real drummer would play a tap cymbal. I always think they sound more like a tuned garbage can lid than anything else. But it plays and it adds effect to some playing, and it is what it is. It's a Wurlitzer tap cymbal, and that's why I did not put the tap symbol where I now have the triangle. So this is part 2 of the Marr Colton trap set, plus Wurlitzer tap symbol now added, and there are more percussions to be added. Finally, here is the my recently acquired Marr Colton snare drum. Here's the drum that came with it, and here's the action. And the interesting thing about this Marr Colton action is you have two choices. You have the standard wooden-headed drumsticks to play the snare drum, or you can alternately have a softer sound with these felt tips, which I thought was very interesting. I'm sure there must have been a switch on the console, the switch between the two. This Marr Colton trap set, I believe, came from the same organ as the ones that I have in the chamber working now that I showed you a little bit earlier. The leather inside is very, very good. I don't think anything as far as valves and leather needs to be replaced, other than I'll have to recover these pneumatics like I did in the other Marr Colton trap set, because these have holes in them. They're rotted out in the corners. This blowhole here, or this hole was tubed over to a mechanism that dampened the snare when the drum wasn't being played. It's a pneumatic that presses against the snares to keep them from rattling. The problem is there's no structural materials to go with this, meaning that I have to design a way to support all this, which is no problem because in the with the other Marr Colton trap set, I pretty much had to do the same thing. As you saw a little bit earlier in this video, I suspended them from the ceiling, built my own structural to hold them in place. I'll do the same thing with this, and I'll probably mount this trap set right next to the Wurlitzer cymbal that I showed you in the chamber. So I probably won't show any videos necessarily showing this stuff in action as much as I'll have some music videos to show how they're actually used musically. That'll be coming up whenever I get this done and I get it into place.